Hello guys, welcome back to another video. This time we have the 2024 Republican primary prediction. So we have the top four candidates here. Here's the top four in the polling. Donald Trump in first place, DeSantis in second, Nikki Haley and Mike Pence vying for third. But I think that overall Mike Pence might get third place because in the polling he's currently ahead of Nikki Haley by a little. All right, so there's 5 early primary states: Iowa, then New Hampshire is second. Then Nevada's third. South Carolina is also the same day as Nevada, so they're both tied for third. And fifth is Michigan, which is fifth. So let's get right into this. So we're going to start with Iowa. And most of these states are proportional except for South Carolina, which delegate rule is by district. So in Iowa, it's a bit weird. Even though Trump leads by like 8 points there, I expect it to be like within a lean margin. So like only a 4% win either way because caucuses are weird. Sometimes in 2016, Trump was leading in the Iowa caucus, and then he ended up losing. It's college-educated people that turn out the most in these Iowa caucuses, so that'll give a huge edge for DeSantis because he performs a lot better with them than non-college. But we'll start off with the lower placements. So Mike Pence, I think he finishes respectably at about 15%, maybe. Yeah, I would say about 15. Well, Nikki Haley gets fourth place with 12%, and the rest of the percentages. So DeSantis probably ends up at around. Honestly, I think I'm betting it'll be close. So only a 2-point win for Trump in Iowa, but I still think he pulls off the victory. But then we go to New Hampshire, which DeSantis would be quite favored to win, so I think he edges out Trump just narrowly here. While Nikki Haley probably finishes a little bit ahead of Mike Pence. So currently that's the delegate splits. Then we head to South Carolina and Nevada. We'll do Nevada first. This is where I think Nikki Haley gets fourth place, while Pence gets third. Then DeSantis finishes probably just a few points away from Trump, who gets first. Then we head to South Carolina. This is where I think Nikki Haley screws things up for DeSantis. Since it is by district, its delegate selection's a bit weird. So I think Mike Pence gets like 2 delegates, very little. Nikki Haley probably gets a good amount, around 8. While DeSantis gets slightly a bit more. Again, it's by congressional district, so it's going to be a bit weird, but the lion's share goes to Donald Trump, and this is where Nikki Haley and Mike Pence drop out because they realize there really isn't no path forward for them to win. But I think Nikki Haley drops out, then Pence kind of stays until Michigan. So I think Pence only gets like 19%, even with Nikki Haley dropping out, while DeSantis, he gets around 34, while Trump gets 46. So Trump has 4 wins on the board, DeSantis with 1, and we're going to Super Tuesday, and I think Pence at this point drops out and probably endorses DeSantis to stop Trump from running away with this. So we're going to start with the Super Tuesday states, and a lot of them are winner-take-most states. Like Vermont, for example, which, again, it's winner-take-most. I think DeSantis get the lion's share of delegates there. Massachusetts, it'll be a bit closer, but I still think DeSantis wins here. He gets it's winner-take-most state. Maine, another winner-take-most state, so they're going to be winning like 2/3 of the delegates around. Virginia will be a proportional state, but I think DeSantis has a narrow edge here, so I'd put it around just a few delegates. Let's see. What's the next state? North Carolina votes. North Carolina, another proportional state, but I think Trump will have a bit of a narrow edge here. He probably edges out DeSantis by about 4 or 5 points. Alabama, winner-take-most state. Trump will get 2/3. Tennessee, Trump will also win. I really doubt that poll showing Trump down here, so I think he pulls off that win. And Arkansas, another super strong Trump state. I think he wins here against DeSantis as well. Oklahoma, again, I expect this to be a heavy Trump state, so I think he performs pretty well there. In Texas, it's another winner-take-most state, and I do expect Trump to narrowly win there. The polling has him ahead. He probably wins 2/3 of the delegates, so around there. Minnesota, it's a winner-take-all state. But as of right now, it's not looking too good for DeSantis. The national polling is just crushing him so much that I have to assume Trump's winning this swing state in the Republican primary. So he gets all the delegates from Minnesota. Colorado, however, I think this is one of the stronger states for DeSantis. I think he performs pretty well there. Same with Utah. He performs pretty well there, wins it by 2/3. Oh. Those are two winner take most states, by the way. For California, it's a winner take all state, but according to districts, it goes by winner take all. So I think Trump will still, even though DeSantis. Why isn't the clicking thing working here? Now it works. That was weird. Okay. So Trump will get some delegates from California. It's if you get over 50% in the district that you win it, but it'll be a two-candidate race by then. So I do think Trump will win some districts, but DeSantis will get, again, probably most of the delegates. So it's going to be some split like that. And then we head to Alaska, which is one of the last states in the primary calendar for Super Tuesday, and I think DeSantis will end up winning it, and it's proportional. So DeSantis ends up with Super Tuesday with 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wins, while Trump ends up with 3, 6, 7 wins. So DeSantis wins a narrow majority of the states on Super Tuesday, but Trump gets a narrow majority of the delegates. Now let's head to the next few states. It'll be Guam, Kansas, Northern Mariana Islands, and Puerto Rico. So we're going to start off with Guam, and that's a selection process. But as of right now, I think it'll be a somewhat narrow victory for Trump. I think most of them will probably end up going for him still. The Northern Mariana Islands, again, I think Trump will perform pretty well in that territory, so I think he'll end up winning it. Now that I'm rethinking about this, since it's an election process in Guam, it's party insiders choosing, I think it'll have to be a narrow majority for DeSantis here, because I do think that the party elites really do not want Trump to be the nominee, and let's see what else is voting. Puerto Rico and Kansas. Since Trump has a narrow lead with Latinos overall, I think he pretty much wins Puerto Rico against DeSantis, and he probably wins Kansas. Let me look at Kansas. That's by district, so probably like almost 2/3 or about 2/3. And Puerto Rico's winner take most, so DeSantis lose a bit of delegates there. Okay. Next few states. Hawaii, Idaho, Mississippi, Missouri, Washington. That's the next Super Tuesday. We'll start off with Mississippi, and that is a winner take most state. So again, Trump will get around 2/3 of the delegates here. Missouri, another winner take most state, so he'll get probably around 2/3 of the delegates here as well. So Idaho, Washington, and Hawaii. So winner take most state in Idaho, and again, DeSantis will probably win here because of Mormons. They really do not like Trump in the primaries. Washington, it's a proportional state, but I think it'll be one of the closer ones, but I think DeSantis edges out Trump here. And with Hawaii, again, another proportional state, I think he does pretty well here against Trump. Okay, let's see the next few states. Arizona, Florida, Illinois, and Ohio. And all of them are winner-take-all states, so this is make or break for DeSantis. DeSantis, of course, will get his home state of Florida, but Trump will win Ohio, and I think Trump will also win Illinois, and I also think he'll win Arizona because of that big lead he has in the national polling. Will translate some wins for them there. Next up is American Samoa, Louisiana, Georgia, and North Dakota. So American Samoa, again, that's a selection process. I think that'll narrowly benefit DeSantis, of course. So I think he'll do pretty well there. Louisiana, Georgia, North Dakota. Again, North Dakota is also a selection process, so party elites vote here. Again, DeSantis will have a narrow edge against Trump because I think they see that DeSantis is more viable. And then winner take all states. So Trump wins Louisiana and DeSantis wins Georgia. He's a pretty big lead there in the polling. All right, next states. Wisconsin and Wyoming. And they're both winner take all, and I think those both go towards Donald Trump because of his lead. Then we have the Acela primary, basically. Delaware, Maryland, PA, Rhode Island. And those are Delaware, Maryland, PA. Those are three winner-take-all states. I think Trump wins PA and Delaware, while DeSantis will probably win Maryland. He'll probably get an endorsement from Larry Hogan. And Rhode Island, I think, will pretty much go to Trump by a narrow margin. But again, it's a winner-take-most state. So Trump will end up with most of the delegates there. Next state, Connecticut and New York. I think these both go towards Donald Trump, and those are both winner-take-most states. So again, Trump will end up with a lot of the delegates from each of them. Okay. So then these last few states. Indiana and West Virginia. Again, I'm pretty sure those are winner-take-alls, and they are. Just checked my list. So Trump ends up with those delegates there. The next state is Kentucky and Oregon. Those are proportional states, so DeSantis gets a bit lucky and gets some delegates here against Donald Trump. I think DeSantis actually narrowly wins Oregon against him. Okay, and then the Virgin Islands vote. And the Virgin Islands are a selection process. Again, that helps DeSantis quite a bit because party elites will rather back him over Trump. Okay, then we go into the last primary states. And, oh yeah, I forgot to put Nebraska. That comes slightly before Kentucky and Oregon. This will go to Donald Trump, and it's a winner-take-all state. Okay, so these last few states. Let's see how they work. D.C., it's a winner-take-all state. Again, DeSantis will win all those delegates. New Jersey, Trump will win New Jersey and all of its delegates. South Dakota, Montana, Trump will probably win both these states, and New Mexico he would win as well because it's also a winner-take-all. Oh, is it? Let me check. Nope, proportional. That's the one proportional state they have. But he has a pretty big Latinos in the primary, so that's a big reason for winning. But that's all the delegates, and Trump will narrowly win the well, actually, it's not really narrow. He wins 1,526 delegates to DeSantis' 985. So a pretty clear win for Donald Trump, as the national polling is suggesting. Let me know what you think of this video in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.